Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I have a very special unboxing, something that came in from Kizer Knives. Jeremy over there at Kizer Knives, if you watch his Wednesday night live stream, he usually does some giveaways and talks about some of the new products. This is a part 2 of the unboxing. I got a couple of things, a bunch of swag for giveaways. I'm super excited about that. Some hats, some cloths, microfiber cloths, some patches, some challenge coins, and some stickers. So super excited. And we checked out another knife already. This is the second knife. I haven't opened this up yet, so I'm super excited to look at this. So let's go ahead and dig right into this. What do we have here today? All right, so nice little pouch. I will confirm with him whether these are knives that I need to return or they're giveaway knives, but this is pretty cool. I like the circular design, deep pocket carry clip, kind of a nice OD green. It's got a chance to be a regular flipper, a front flipper. It's got a little fuller thumb hole little area here, and it looks to me like it's a button lock. So let's go ahead and try opening this one here real quick and take a look at it. Again, this is an unboxing, first impression. I don't know anything about this knife. I don't know the knife's name, so I'll have the name of the knife right up here at the top. So just take a look at that. There'll be a link in the description down below. Please take a look at it. Let's go ahead and flip this open and see what we got. All right, beautiful polished, nice design there. We've got Dogfish. So Dogfish is the design. I think I've heard of that before. I don't know details, but this is Nitro-V. So I'm gonna guess this might be a budget knife. I like the blade. This has got to be like a black titanium, like a PVD coat or Cerakote or something. Can't be DLC because it's Nitro-V. I suspect that's a little for more the fancy knives, right? I love how they have that flipper hidden. So you can definitely get like a nice grip here, like this right here. I can definitely grip it right here as well, but I can choke up. And so I have large hands with, meaty fingers. So if you have extra large hands with regular size fingers, double extra large hands with thinner fingers, you'll be about right here, but there's plenty of room for extra large, double extra large hands, I think. So left-handed, you could definitely come up here. Now, how far do you engage? Yeah, so there is a chance that you could, if you have really thick calluses, you could disengage that left-handed. So just be careful. Over here, chances are pretty low unless you put your thumb like that right there. But if you hold it up here and you're up here like this, at least you can catch it right there on that. So for instance, like if I were, here's the flipper. It's got this nice, beautiful jimping all the way around, which allows for that flip to occur. And then over here, I can do a top flip, and then you can, over the top kind of reach around. And then let's look, yep, the fuller hole, the thumb hole works really well. And being that this is a button lock, you can do left and right hand side. So I'm gonna guess, yeah, it looks like it's a reversible pocket clip. So it looks like it could be left and right hand tip up carry, which I think is pretty cool. The jimping does extend out. It's got a nice little indentation there to hold in for a nice presentation. Let's see here, definitely a pinch kind of grip. This is definitely what I'd consider a drop point. Nice belly on there. It's almost like a spunto a little bit. It kind of comes up, but it's not a smooth, like a typical drop point. It wants to do a little like a pseudo shape there. To me, at least, that's what I'm seeing. I could be wrong, but I like that. All right, so it's got to be caged bearings because that action's really nice. Let's see, how are we? Oh, we're dead nut centered. That's nice. Reverse flick, really great. Yeah, look at that thumb hole on the left-hand side. Yeah, so I can definitely do that. Let's see here, flipper works really nicely. That jimping works well, so I can just put my finger right on there. It's kind of a hidden flipper, but all you need is just kind of put the meat of your finger on there, and it flips really nicely. And then the over the top, yeah, that works really well, even for my little short fingers, right? So, and that front flipper works really well. Now, let's see, can we do yeah, you absolutely can. It's not super tight on the detent. Let's see, typically, the plunge locks tend to have a little looseness. No, this one's pretty tight. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, let's see how it closes in. The plunge lock does pull it in pretty well. That's equivalent to what we call a detent, right? Pretty nice. Nice flat grind. It's got a flat up here. Rounded, almost crown spine on top, which is kind of a nice little aesthetic. It does come pretty flat. It's not super thick in the blade shape, but it's not super thin. It does come to a pretty flat edge. Nice sharp edge. Let's look at that grind angle on there. That's not bad. Pretty even all the way both sides, right? Yeah, pretty even. I like the design. This feels like this could be, it's aluminum. Okay, so there's milling on the inside. Is that so that is a steel bar insert. So maybe this is G10. Oh, this got to be G10. So this is a G10. There's steel liners inside. There's holes in the steel liners and a lot of nice weight relief. Doesn't feel super heavy, which I really like. Action's really good. Does close really nice. Does open really nice. Absolutely fun multiple deployment methods. That's really cool. And it does, when you drop it, see, it's got enough of a resistance you don't feel like it's not like a guillotine. And I do like the fact when I press that button, it locks it in place. It doesn't like bounce as much. Sometimes when the button locks are a little sensitive, they kind of bounce when they come down, especially if it's super heavy blade or that plunge lock doesn't engage the blade that well. I always tell you, plunge lock is not a hard use. Cut logs, cut tree limbs, things like that. Get a fixed blade, get an axe. Use the right tool for the right thing. But this is a great kind of an EDC feel for me. I dig this. I dig this. This would make a great gifting knife. Now, I'm sure there's going to be different colors, I would imagine. I don't know if OD Green is their only color. OD Green is, I know a lot of you guys love OD Green. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not my favorite color, but you know what? This is likely going to be a giveaway knife. I will confirm if it is. I don't know if I have to return these, but I will ask. I'm assuming I didn't see a note that I have to return them, so I will ask them just to confirm. But very, very cool knives. I like the deep pocket carry clip on this one. You're definitely fully hidden. That's a completely clandestine sort of clip. And then it is reversible. I like that. Nice chamfering all the way around. Yeah, all the way around. That's really cool. Oops, get my finger in there. Easy to deploy. Nice chamfering all the way around here. Now, being that this is G10, it does have a little bit of an edge right there. And that's easy to just kind of use a little slight file. Just a little slight file to soften that. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Most people may not notice it, but if you do, because this is G10, this looks like it would be very easy to fix. And something I could easily fix just to get that little sharp edge. Because if you're using this knife, you're doing some repetitive cuts. After a while, that can cut into you, right? Got to be careful about that. I like the fact you can choke up really nicely. You know, it's not a gigantic blade. It's about 3 inches, right? The knife overall is about a little over 7.5, 7.5/8 or 3/8. So not a bad knife. It's not a super small knife, but it's not a gigantic knife. It does feel good in the hand. Now, for me as a left-handed, right-handed person, I don't get close to it if I hold it over here. If you do choke up and you're up here, I think the chances, yeah, you can definitely disengage it. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. Be aware where the button release is there. And that's the only thing about button locks. You know, you just got to be aware of what you're using it for. My favorite overall button lock was my grail of grails. I lost it. I mean, I sold it and I never could replace it. Was my Bigfoot knife, which was the my Mordax. I love that knife. It was just a fun knife to carry. And so I have that one. But I have a, you know, I do care. I still have a button lock in my collection. And I think button locks are great for first-time knife users, people who have maybe wrist or finger issues, because they're very easy to disengage and work. And typically people like that, they aren't going to be doing crazy hard use. They're going to be opening boxes, letters, packages, you know, safe stuff on the most part, right? So I think that's kind of cool. I love the fact you can choke up. I think that's really, really cool. All right, really, really cool. I love the weight relief. Like I said, I like the back spacer that goes all the way across here. I think that's really cool. Yeah, chamfering. The design is kind of unique. I do dig that. I've seen that. I think Civivi has a Synergy that does something like this. So again, I don't know the name of the knife. It'll either be up here or it'll be in a link down below in the description. So this is an unboxing, first impression. I don't know these knives. Getting my first impressions on there. So far, really, really good. All right, so let's do a nice close-up and take a look at this little guy here. So let's look at that blade. It's minimal billboarding, typical Kizer little logo right there, which is very minimalistic. You'll see the Nitro-V up there, the blade steel right there. If we look at the blade, the other side, then you see usually the logo, the designer. So Dogfish, and I know I've seen that name before. It sounds really familiar, that designer. I love the black coating. It's like a PVD or black wash. I think that's really cool on there. Looks nice. Almost looks like a DLC, right? And then here's the G10, OD G10. You've got, is it? Yeah, okay, so I don't know if it's captive pivot. It could be a captive. It could be a D-shaped barrel inside between the steel liners. I don't know. I know they do that on their clutch lock, the Bear, and some of their other locks, like the Lander uses the clutch lock system. It's a Kizer. Kizer actually makes the Landers for Nav's knives. And they have a pivot barrel that's D-shaped, so it doesn't cause it to spin. So you can tighten these and you can unscrew them. You don't necessarily have to have 2 stubby screwdrivers. It's always good to get 2 just in case, right? Looks like T8 all the way around here. We've got T8 there. What about that? Is that a T8? Oh, I want to double check that because that looks like it could be. That's, yeah, that looks like it might be a T8 as well. So we have bit T8, let's look. So T8 there. All right, so let's look there. Now that might be a T6. Let's get in there. So there's the T6. Yeah, T6 for the deep pocket carry clip, which is kind of typical, right? All right, so again, let's look at that design there on the handle. It's kind of circular radius kind of pattern. There's nice chamfering here, which is great for when you're gripping it. Good little finger guard, if you will. And there's a little jimping right here, which is nice so your finger doesn't slide off if you're using that. And there's the button lock. It's got a little texture on top, so it's easy to engage and disengage. You can see. Let's see, can we see the plunge lock? No, okay, so it's inside the blade, which is kind of cool. So it's kind of contained inside the blade. All right, you can see some of the weight relief inside there. And there's the deep pocket carry clip. You know, it's got that kind of clip. I mean, that's typical. A lot of people use that. I don't know if there's something you can replace it with if you're not a fan. I do like the chamfering all the way around here, like I said. And here's the blade. We already talked about that. The fuller, the thumb hole is pretty nice. It's got enough edge up there so it's easy to grip. So I think it's a pretty cool little design. All right, so let's go ahead and do a nice close-up shot here. What do y'all think? This is kind of a nice black polished blade there. The OD Green G10 there. I think that's pretty cool. I do like that a lot. I think that's kind of a cool little look for the knife. So, and let's look at the other side here. Here you have it with the clip, deep pocket carry clip. And there's the designer's logo over there. I think that's pretty cool. Got to dig that. All right, so let's see here. Let's get a nice little close-up here. What do y'all think? I'll get my hardware out of the way there so you don't see that. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, neat little design. Again, I'm going to guess with Nitro-V G10 steel liners, button lock, steel clip, because that I'm pretty sure that's a steel clip. It just looks like steel clip. Yep, steel clip. This is going to probably be a budget knife. I don't know what we're talking about. Are we talking about a knife that's in the $80, $90 range, $70 range, maybe $60? I don't know. I don't know enough about Kizers at this point to give you an exact. I don't have a feel for their cost. I know they can make great knives, good prices. Some of them are just banger budget knives. Just really great knife for the price that you pay. You get a lot. So this feels really good. I like this a lot. Now, the one that I really want to get is I want to get a Militaw. Desperately want to get a Militaw in my collection. So we'll see about that. One of these days I'll get one, I hope. All right. Very cool. Hey, what do y'all think about this knife? If you own it, let me know your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you've had it, you know, what do you think about the button lock? I like it, and I've handled a lot of button lock knives, and I've handled some really nice button lock knives. This is pretty good. This is actually works really well. I like this. I love the multiple. Got a little hear that little ting. That's kind of interesting. I like that. It's kind of a little bonus ding, but you definitely got bonus fidgety goodness going on here. This is definitely going to do well in the fidget factor for sure, right? I like it so far. First impression is really good. I don't even know anything about the knife or the designer, so hopefully in the review we'll have all that good information. We'll talk about it there, but there you go. That's my first impression. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, informative, or just worthwhile, fun, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. If you found any of those, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows the channel to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you to all of you guys out there who watch the videos, who like the videos, who enjoy the content. I'm humbled, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative to you guys so very much. And if you just enjoy watching the video and on the live stream, yeah, thank you, thank you. Maybe also consider hitting the notification button down below as well so you can be notified of future content like this video. And also a big shout out, thank you to my channel members out there. I sure appreciate you guys. You allow this channel to do things way more quickly than I ever thought we'd be able to do, and I'm humbled and I'm grateful to you guys, so thank you, thank you. And if you've been on the fence, you thought, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, I would love to have you. Please don't ever feel obligated, but I would be honored if you decided to. There's a link down below in the description, 3 different tiers. I would be honored if you became one of the channel members. And as a couple of ways I say thank you to my channel members, I send each channel member a sticker. That's a thank you. If you became a brand new channel member and you've never gotten a sticker before, and you're a channel member right now, I will mail you a sticker. Just email me with your name and address. I'll mail you a sticker. It's my way to say thank you. If you were If you've been a channel member this entire time and you're still a channel member and you haven't yet emailed me, feel free to email me as well. If you've never gotten never ever gotten a channel sticker, I would love to mail you that. Just a small way to say thank you. And if you were a channel member before and then became a channel member again, maybe because of a gifting or whatever, and you're a member right now, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a sticker again to say thank you. Yeah, I sure appreciate you guys. I'm very honored. And the other way I really do a big thank you is I do a once a month members giveaway. Usually it's an exclusive knife. It'll be a little bit above, definitely above a budget knife, because you guys have been so generous with the memberships, and I want to be generous back to you guys. So as long as I can do that and you guys are generous, yeah, I'm definitely going to go out of my way to find something really cool to give away to the channel members once a month. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you. Yeah, if you haven't already, check me out over on Instagram as well at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.